If anybody knows how to start a party, it's my brother, Andrew. Or should I say, the jig conductor.
It's fine. It's so cute. It's so good.
No, Mom, if anybody sees that, I'm gonna get put on a watch list. I can't believe college is over.
You have a job now, or?
We're not allowed to talk about jobs at the Bar Mitzvah party.
So you either don't have a job or you have a bad job.
How much does a party starter get paid, I wonder?
I have a bad job, yeah.
Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm diving into an old Apple TV Plus movie called Cha-Cha Real Smooth. Old because it was made way back in 2022. It was written and directed by Cooper Raiff and it starred Dakota Johnson. Yes, the same Dakota Johnson who was in the car crash, which is Madam Web, and this was a good movie. It got good write-ups, it got good reviews, and you know what? It's a great reminder that actually there's a lot more to this actress than some sort of cheap Spider-Man knockoff from Sony. So let's get into it, shall we?
Who's that?
That's a mom and her kid.
Do you two dance?
We're not feeling it right now.
How about I bet you $300 I can get her on the dance floor?
I will give you $1,000. She really likes you.
I really like her. Tonight is the night that you and Lola dance your booties off. Oh, I don't know how to moonwalk.
So for people who are looking for comparisons in terms of Cha-Cha Real Smooth, the closest comparison I can think of is the Zach Braff debut Garden State from way back in the day with Natalie Portman. It has the same sort of feel, it has the same sort of romantic undertones, and Cooper Raiff really, he sort of like, he knocks it out the park as Andrew. Andrew is, he's a Bar Mitzvah warm-up guy, so basically he's the party starter for teenage Bar Mitzvahs. Bar Mitzvahs are like a coming of age ceremony in the Jewish community, and that's what he does for a living. He's done it, he's coming out of college, and he lacks direction. Now when he meets Domino, and Domino is played by Dakota Johnson, and she is a single mother to Lola, and Lola is played by Vanessa Burghardt, and it's basically, the film is the relationship between these three, and it's engaging. There's a tremendous amount of chemistry. It's very delicate. There isn't anything akin to, shall we say, sexual tension between the single mother and between Domino and Andrew. And it's really a film of glances, and it's the way the romance and the relationship builds and ultimately comes to a head, comes to some degree of fruition. But it's so much more than that. This is a really clever film, and I want to jump into the other elements of what makes Cha-Cha Real Smooth a film which is worth revisiting for people who need to be reminded exactly how good Dakota Johnson can be.
Do you think he would be a good sitter for you?
I do not do well with sitters, but I think it might be a bit different with Andrew. Do you want to meet my hamster?
Yeah.
I want to thank you for being so kind to Lola.
Easiest thing in the world.
I'm having more fun now than I did the whole night.
Do you have a husband?
I have a fiance.
I hear you're a great party starter.
I hear you're a great professional lawyer.
Lots to figure out after college.
Giving your heart to somebody is the most perplexing thing. You can't just decide that you love somebody.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
We don't need you to babysit anymore.
Why?
Lots of reasons.
Are you drunk right now, son?
Everything's just a mess.
Growing up is hard.
Is he your soulmate?
Do you believe in soulmates?
I think we all have a ton of soulmates.
How many soulmates?
For you, like 4.
How many do you have?
Like 1,200.
So the key to the delicacy behind this relationship is the fact that Lola is autistic, and she has trouble connecting with people both emotionally and visually, and has an issue with loud noises, and really takes it takes a great deal for her to connect with people. So if anything, the relationship between her and Andrew is as important as the one between Andrew and Domino, and the way that he is so disarming and so charming and so authentic in the role opposite Vanessa Burghardt as Lola, who is an absolute revelation, is one of the things which genuinely tugs at the heartstrings throughout Cha-Cha Real Smooth. And there's obviously a dramatic, shall we say, denouement, sort of like a tipping point, if you will, in this film. And the thing is, say, Dakota Johnson and Cooper Raiff really, they really knock it out the park in terms of the delicacy with which this sort of like friendship then comes to a point when it maybe could go further, but there are various obstacles, and this is the heartbreaking thing. But this is also the rites of passage element where Andrew sort of matures and you know, he sort of evolves from being a college graduate into adulthood, and ultimately gets his heart broken. And it's quite touching, and it's really worth I think revisiting. So on that note, I'm going to dive into my rating. So I'm going to be giving Cha-Cha Real Smooth a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale, purely because this is a really underrated rom-com rites of passage film from Cooper Raiff, and it is a declaration of intent, a statement as it were, to just remind audiences exactly how good Dakota Johnson can be with the right material, and how people should simply disregard Madam Web for their own good as well as hers. So let's move on to that trailer, shall we? And so it is, you've reached the end of the video review for Cha-Cha Real Smooth, which is available to stream on Apple TV and probably a number of other streaming services as well, and please track it down. So this is the bit where I go, if you've liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can always just drop a comment in the comment box below, because I will respond. And then finally, just subscribe, so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another video, you'll get a little notification, and you can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel and maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care.